Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Shelby. So as you saw by the title of this video, I am doing a book unhaul. I have so many hardcover books and I just don't read hardcover. So I'm going to unhaul them. I'm going to first try and sell them on Facebook Marketplace, very cheap. If they don't sell, then I'm probably going to just donate them to like a used bookstore or something like that. So let's get started. I don't remember what most of these are about. As I was going through them last night, I discovered that in 2020, I just bought books. I did not read what they were about. I just bought them to buy them. So there's that. Let's start with Daisy Jones and the Six. So I read this in softcover, and I absolutely love it. So go read this book. I highly recommend. My sister's actually going to buy this copy off of me. I'm selling it to her for like $5. So yeah, super cheap. Especially when I bought it for a lot more than $5 to begin with. But yeah, well, let's keep digging on in. So The Paper Girls of Paris. I don't want to read the descriptions of all of these. Sad. Someone bought this for me, apparently, from, I used to do on Bookstagram, there would be like these, like book swaps, and you would like buy someone a book and they would buy you a book off your Amazon wish lists, and this was one of those, apparently. Let's see if she wrote anything. I've got this one and think it's definitely worth the read. Let's see what it is then. It's like a timey book. Like one girl's the grandmother, I believe, and then one's like the granddaughter. I think that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from it. The grandmother came about in like Nazi times. So interesting, but it needs to go to a home that will love it properly. Julie Murphy, Faith, Taking Flight. I am debating on keeping this. I don't enjoy the way Julie Murphy writes, and I know that's sad, but I just like the concept of a plus-size superhero. I don't know. We'll see if I keep it. I'm like 50-50 on this one. Christina Lauren, In the Holidays. A lot of these are from Book of the Month. So, One Christmas Wish, Two Brothers, and A Lifetime of Hope. That's that. I really liked The Unhoneymooners, which was by Christina Lauren. They did really good with that book, but I am not into like Christmas or like holiday themed books. I think my mom might want to read this. I'm not sure. Our Stories, 21 YA authors get real about injustice, empowerment, and growing up female in America. I'm just gonna pass this along to someone else. These are all the authors. I'm essentially filming this video to show you guys these books. Maybe they will spark someone's interest. But yeah. Salvage the Bones. This is one that I'm gonna see if they have on paperback, and hope they have on paperback because it sounds interesting. It's like small town in Mississippi. It's a family essentially. Like the dad, it sounds like the dad's a drunk and he's got to take care of the kids, or he doesn't really take care of the kids. And I think there's either 3 or 4 kids, and the 15-year-old girl finds out she's pregnant and all of that. So I hope they have this in paperback because I think that would be interesting, but we shall see. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to organize the books as I'm going. What would Frida do? A Guide to Living Boldly. That's all. Also I have like a slight head cold, so if you hear me like sniffling and stuff, that's why, and I'm so sorry. But these books, I don't read hardcover books. I love to like bend my covers back and like destroy the book, so hardcover makes that a lot harder. And yeah, this is Happy and You Know It. Honestly, I just bought this because it was all over like BookTube and Bookstagram in 2020, so I bought it. That was it. Did I need it? No. It's about, I'll just read it a little. A dark, witty page turner about a struggling young musician who takes a job singing for a play group of overprivileged babies and their effortless cool moms, only to find herself pulling into their glamorous lives and dangerous secrets. Not really something I'd be into, but I apparently thought I would be into it at one point. Anxious People. It's about like a robber coming into like a open house at an apartment or something, and they're just being a group of an odd mixture of people. And yeah, that's that. I might look at this on paperback. I'm not 100% sure yet if I would actually enjoy that or not, because I have really been into like romance, and that doesn't seem like a romance book to me. One to watch. This is, I believe, about like a plus size beauty influencer, fashion blogger, and I think she gets, if I'm correct, she ends up on like a TV show where like she has sworn off dating, and then she ends up on a TV show where she's got a bunch of bachelors that I think it ends up being like The Bachelor or like The Bachelorette. I don't know. I don't watch those shows, but I just thought it was interesting and I needed to use my book of the month credit. So The Kindest Lie. Okay, this one is about Chicago in 2008. It's a young black girl goes off to college. She I believe college in Chicago, and then she comes back to her small town in Indiana, and like she had a baby in high school or something, gave the baby up and has been wondering about the baby, and then something to do with like making a friend named Midnight or something, and some race war stuff. Yeah. I'm giving really bad descriptions, but nonetheless, maybe this will spark some interest and you'll go check out some of these books. Just know that I am really like a cheesy romance, enemies to lovers vibe is what I have really been enjoying. So most of these are not that. This book I actually read, Code Girls. It was very good. It's about the code breakers of World War II, and how they got started, how they got their name. The pages are yellowing. I don't know if they came that way, but there's some that are yellowing. I thought it was very good. I enjoyed it. It was a very long read and definitely did get boring at times, but if you're into history and you like a good historical read, I would highly recommend. I'm trying to find how many pages it is. It's 355, so it wasn't awful because it's got like a middle section of different things, like pictures and stuff. I liked it. My mom read it. She is not into historical books or reading about history, and she enjoyed it, so I would recommend this book. I just think that it's time for it to go to a new home. The Good, or just Good Neighbor, by Joanne Serling. Okay. Yeah, okay, I remember. This is about, like, 4 families, and one of the families adopt a kid, I believe, from, like, Russia, and I think that the kid is unkind, or mean, destructive, and, yeah. A searing portrait of suburbia, friendship, and family strained by a devotion to false appearances. So, interesting. Not my cup of tea. Outlawed. This is about, in the year of our Lord, 1894, I became an outlaw. The day of her wedding, 17-year-old Ada's life looks good. She loves her husband and loves working as an apprentice to her mother, a respected midwife. But after a year of marriage and no pregnancy in a town where barren women are routinely hanged as witches, her survival depends on leaving behind everything she knows. Seems interesting. Just, again, not my cup of tea. But maybe. Now that, I am torn. There's some books in here that I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. But, Outspoken, Why Women's Voices Get Silenced and How to Set Them Free. Just another, like, self-help style book. I don't know what was on that. Weird. Yeah. Self-help style book that I know I'm not going to read. Essentially, I just want all of these to get better homes than my home, because I'm not going to read them. So, some places more than others. I believe this is about a young girl who wants to go find her dad's family or something like that, and some things that happen along the way. I believe she's 16, or she's just turning 16. No, it doesn't say. But she's a young girl that wants to go visit her family for her birthday. I feel like it would be like a 16th birthday or 15th birthday or something like that. But yeah. And then these last two are 2 that I'm gonna get in paperback. I'll start with Fire on High. I just adore this cover. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Ever since she got pregnant freshman year, Imani Santiago's life has been about making the tough decisions, doing what has been done for her daughter and her abuela. The one place she can let all that go is in the kitchen. And just goes on with her story. I remember actually being interested in this one when it came out, but I just haven't read it because it's hardcover. So I'm going to try and find that in paperback. And then The Vanishing Half, I just read The Mothers by Britt Bennett, and I liked it to a certain extent. This one I believe is about twins that are mixed, and I believe one is more like passing white and one is not white passing, and so like their skin complexions are very different. I believe that's what this was. I don't know what that noise is. Yeah. And they grow up in like a southern town where racism is still a big thing. And yeah, I think this would be an interesting read. I liked her book, The Mothers. It was not my favorite by any means, but it was enjoyable. I finished it. So I think The Vanishing Half would be a good one. But yeah, those are the books that I am getting rid of or selling, selling or donating to a used bookstore, one of the two. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Let me know if you want to see the books that I have recently read, because I have been going to town reading, so I don't know, might be something you'd be interested in watching. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.